Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm flubbing my words. The camera's all going around screwing up for some reason. I actually started the wrong live stream, but either way, I am excited to be checking out a game that's on the front page of GameFound because people complained about it. By people, I mean me. And then actually, I do believe, this is interestingly enough, so there's only 2 games live on GameFound right now. There's Hunted Kobayashi Tower, which is this really cool looking solo game. Not that you know that from the main image. Become an 80s action hero who overcomes impossible odds to save the day in the second edition of this solo game. Camera! Oh my god, but for whatever reason, my camera stand decided to stop working at this very moment. I do apologize. So looking at the main image, I see the components. I know it's in a VHS tape, but it's kind of hard to see that it's in a VHS tape. I would honestly kind of make that a little bit more of a distinctive feature. Also, are bullets one of the components? Because they are, that's very cool. If not, I'm actually a little bit disappointed. I understand they did it for thematic sense, but I am curious to see that. But, so here's the thing. I just want to, oh my god, I apologize. We are having some major technical issues with the mount that holds my camera for whatever reason. So we're just gonna have to pull that. Come on, stay. Yeah, we're gonna check this out. Yeah. So Hunted Kobayashi Tower. Let's get into it. Let's get into this video. I complained enough about how GameFound wouldn't put this on the front page, so I complained and had to call them out for it. And I actually got Gabe's attention, oddly enough, the person that created this game, because they just put up a new banner on this Facebook group. And I, of course, me being me, wanting to poke the bear, said, yeah, this looks really stinking cool. Hopefully GameFound will put it on the front page, you know, when there's only 2 live projects. You know, just really trying to tell everybody that, hey, GameFound's doing some crap right now that they probably shouldn't be doing. You know, and just spotlighting stuff that GameFound doesn't want you to spotlight. And I'm going to guess Gabe reached out to them, and maybe that's why they got put to the main image. But either way, everything is right, because Kobayashi Tower is funded $13,000. And I'm going to have to hold this camera the whole dang time. As always with the video,
started out as a regular day, but then
love the subtitles here. Even though I clearly understand what's going on, there's subtitles, and they're big and bold as well. Can I put them? Yeah, cool. Either way, great.
and they showed up. Now it seems like today might be your last. They know you're close, and they know you're alone. And you know you're being hunted.
Okay.
Do you run? Do you hide?
Ooh.
Or do you fight?
Is that a choice?
Make the wrong choice, and you're
Oh,
dead.
love it.
Make the right one, and you're one step closer to escaping.
My water's gone.
So act fast. There's not much time left. Hunted is a series of solo games in which you are on the run from an overwhelming force that's trying to take you out.
That sounds fun.
You'll push your luck, drawing cards, trying to get the actions you need to find weapons, items, and new locations as you try to escape.
All right, so it looks like it's a lot of symbology. Stupid camera. I love subtitles, but the subtitles are actually covering up the iconography and the artwork on the cards, which I'm not the biggest fan of. It's not the end of the world. It's not a deal breaker or anything, but it's just, I think this is the first time I've ever said, you know, I actually think the subtitles are kind of annoying. And oh my god. All right, we're just not going to see my face today. I guess that's what's going on here.
But be careful. If you make too much noise, they'll find you. So do you have what it takes to make it out alive? Are you ready to be hunted?
Okay. I got the gist. Minute 11. Solo game of the month. Is that your brand, or is that an award, or I'm not sure what that was. So after the video, do I want it? Yes, I'm a solo enthusiast. I like the basic premise of that, and I love the fact that right from the jump, they said, you know, it's not just fighting. You can do this, you can do that, you can do the other thing. They're all viable options, because that's what I really wanted to hear. If this is just a shooty, bang, bang solo game, I'm still excited. If it's a sneaker solo game, I'm still excited. But the bottom line is, where I'm getting choices, I like it even better. So I'm intrigued by this game. It only needed $5,000 to fund, and it has done nearly 300% of that, so that's fantastic. It will be happening, and I already know, so after the video, do I want it? Yes, I do want it. Can you do it? Yes, I already know that. How do I know that? Because you already mentioned to me that it's a second edition. You've already done it before, and you're just doing it again. So can you do it? Yes. And then how much is it? I imagine it's going to be a very reasonable price with that $5,000 funding goal. And I wonder if Gabe is self-assembling these. I'm just curious, you know, because of just the uniqueness of it being in a tape cassette box. And once again, let's check out more info. This is going to be really hard to type. I got to try and fix this stupid thing. Come on, stay there. So, find the forces, game fun resources. Oh, so find the fun game design resources. That's a Scott Nicholson quote right there. Crowdfunding canceled on that one. Robomon. I think this was on Kickstarter, I want to say. Let's check this out. Was this actually on GameFound, or was this just... No, this is actually on GameFound. Okay, cool. Did people get their stuff? Is it out yet? Wild Encounter video art and new Robomon, probably not. I'm going to guess if this is the update. Here's a quick update from 12/11/2023, so last month. That's not bad. The new Wild Encounter system. The maps are done. All the maps are done for the game. So they're just walking through the process. Doesn't look like a flaming dumpster fire. I love the music. What a cool catch. I can't wait to play the game with my daughter. I must say the music of the video was difficult to listen to. I'm not sure how long the actual track is before it starts repeating. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so cool. Despite the fact it's not out yet, people are not... Yeah, they're excited for it. Find the Fun, a game book. So, I guess, is that one out? I guess check. No updates, no comments. That's because it was on Kickstarter. So can you do it? Yeah, I feel fine. I feel fine. It's a second edition. You know what? That's not how I should do this. I should do the due diligence and go Gabe Barrett Kickstarter, and hopefully it'll pop up. Support the Board Game Design Lab. Bada boom. There it is. Ooh, they were on 20. So, funding canceled. Interesting. Okay. So we got 15. So, yeah, very active Kickstarter. Moving over to GameFound. The Realm of Shadows, a trio of solo games. Hunted, Woodridge, Board Game Designer. So this is the big one. Is this out? That's what I really want to know. I do apologize for the camera, by the way. If you're joining late, my camera mount decided that it was not going to work literally as I clicked let's go. Heck, damn it. Now available, second edition coming soon. U.S. Canadian shipping update. Hey friends, I hope life is treating you well. At this point, over half the U.S. and Canadian orders have been shipped. So that was June 2023. So can you do it? Yeah, I'm feeling good. Wasn't too worried about it, honestly. As soon as I saw the second edition. Still waiting for the distributions to reimburse me for paying duty and taxes when I wasn't supposed to be charged for them. Anyone else get their money back yet? Had a chance to give this a whirl. Well done. Another great addition to the lineup. So I would get in there with Dana. But I was told I'd be sent a replacement for a damaged box, so I haven't received it, or an email response. How will we contact a significantly damaged box? Okay. So we got some minor odds and ends here, but when you factor in the fact there's 1,000 people here, a couple people complaining about one or two things, that's not bad. Not bad at all. God, I hate this thing. What website is it? No, so upset. What website did I get this extension? Google Backer Tracker. I think that is. Yeah, Backer Tracker. Stupid camera. I hate you so much. All right, so can you do it? Yes. Do I want it? Yeah, I do. Especially if the price is right. And luckily, thanks to GameFound having the featured pledge right there, I already know that the price is $24, which is super stinking reasonable. Now, here's what I'm curious about. I personally always would recommend Kickstarter over GameFound. I would pound my chest unless you have a tentpole game, a pre-existing audience, like a big pre-existing audience or something like that. So where was the most recent one? I want to see how this one did on Kickstarter, just out of curiosity. So that one made $36,000, and this one, oh God, there's the one that, and this one is done $13,000 in 13 days. So that one's probably not going to hit that Kickstarter number. Let's check out the other Hunted one, the original Hunted one. This is obviously going to be different, apples to oranges. Wow, 66,000. So we had 66,000, 36,000, a trio of solo games, 66,000. So once again, this is why I just recommend never going to GameFound ever if you're a small publisher. Because yeah, this is great. They're funded. It's $13,000. But at the end of the day, you look at the previous numbers on Kickstarter and you say, well, you know, God, I hate this stupid camera. And I wonder if Gabe read into the failure here. I wonder if he was like, you know, dag nabbit, we failed. You know, Kickstarter is no longer the Apple it used to be, but this is a different thing. A board game design, you know, whatever this is versus the game. It's interesting. All right. I'm glad. Don't thank me, Kevin. Thank whoever recommended it to me. Late pledge is open, but not the PM for the original campaign. Good to know. In Hunted Kobayashi Warrior, you'll have to work your way through a massive skyscraper to rescue your wife who's been taken hostage by terrorists. I don't think those shotgun shells are part of the game. Okay, they're just flavor. Cool. Either way, okay. So what do we got here? Minimal amount of components. It's fine. One player, 30 minutes, age 13 plus. Quote, there's a really nice tense system to force tough choices on the player. I love solo games with tough choices. I think the Hunted series is going to appeal to players who enjoy quick, tense, little card games with a fun theme. Fine. Quote, that's a fine and dandy quote. 9 D6s, 7 D8, 3 D10, 6,400 cards, 9 event cards, 19 location cards, 24 tokens. Not a lot going on here, but it's not a lot of price, so I'm not going to knock it for the price, and I am very curious. I imagine he's probably self-assembling this, which, more power to you. The theme is great. I like the art style. Playing this game around Christmas is a no-brainer. This is such a bad quote. This is I want to just pause for a second and say how much I hate this quote. And once again, I don't put this on Sir Thekos unless, you know, I put this on the person who put the quote here, because the theme is great. Fine. But that's not telling me anything. I know the theme. I think it's I love the art style. So you're telling me that you like the art and you like the theme, and playing this around Christmas is a no-brainer because Die Hard, which is fine. I get it. I get into that sometimes. Yeah, let's all have fun and discuss how Die Hard is actually a Christmas movie, blah, 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 blah. But that's not a quote. Like, it doesn't tell me that the game's tense. It doesn't tell me that, oh, every decision's hard. It doesn't tell me that I can't wait to play this over and over again. It's like, hey, this is a cool theme. Hey, I like the art. You should play it around Christmas. That's the quote. That's a terrible quote. I don't care. You will never convince me that's a good quote. That's a god-awful quote. Moving on.
Yippee-di-yay, solo.
Woo! Okay, we're really leaning to that Die Hard theme, and I get it. I get why. I get the feels. In a straight 8-minute how-to-play video as the first video I see, that's fantastic. That's what I love. Great. This is really impressive. I think this game's a hit. You know what? I'd really love it if there's a little extra bit there of why the game's impressive. But, yeah, but there's no but. It's a useless quote. It's totally useless. Tells me nothing. Oh, hey, this content creator thinks it's really impressive. If they didn't think it was really impressive, there wouldn't be a quote here. So it's like, what's that doing for me? These quotes are pretty garbo. If you're already on the first edition, you can order the update pack to receive all the new stuff. Beautiful. That's fantastic, because that's a lot. You'll get a lot of people complaining about that. Actually, you get a little people. It depends on who you sold. That's great. I love that. They made it big. They made it bold. Fantastic. $24, very reasonable price. Print and play, $5, very reasonable price. $4.20. And then we have the update pack, $242. Selling some good units on that as well. Fantastic. I'm big on the theme being integral with the game. That being done well does much. Yeah, I agree. I love when the theme is interweaved into the game. I think it makes it easier to learn. I think it makes it easier to teach. I think it makes the game more immersive. But that's not what this guy said. He just said the theme's great. He didn't say the theme comes across. That's why I hate this quote. It does nothing. Like, it'd be like... Garbage. Just, I hate bad quotes. And I'm sure I've given some bad quotes. Have I? I don't know. I'd have to go look. North Pole replacement parts. Oh, cool. What is this? 2 cubes and cards to replace the misprints. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. That's awesome. Draw cards from the Hunted deck, you cards in the row. So now we're going through the graphics where he shows how to play. Even though there's already a how to play video, there's a rule booklet, there's a decent price. I can easily go down here for the shipping, so I'm not going to complain about the organization because, once again, GameFound has this over here. Got a preview, don't care. Gameplay, thank you. That's awesome. The Hunted games are highly thematic, well designed, and a pure blast to play. They will definitely stay in heavy rotation on my game table for a long time to come. Now, this quote, I am just the big... I imagine that there is not another person potentially on this planet who complains about quotes more than I do, but I hate this quote too. And here's the bottom line why. It's not actually talking about this game. It's talking about this series. Now, you know what? I take back. It's not a terrible quote. It's not a terrible quote because at the end of the day, he's still talking about the series itself. So the other things that came before this are highly thematic, well-designed, and a pure blast. Okay, I've come around on Martin's quote. It's a good quote. It's just not a good quote for this game, but it's a good quote for the whole series, which in essence is a good quote. And honestly, it's way better than the other 3 or 4 quotes up there. So yeah. Yeah, okay. And plus, it also establishes the can you do it. I'm just in a cranky mood because if I put my hands up here, my camera goes like that. It's really annoying. All right. The game is at least 99% finished at campaign launch. However, the crowdfunding campaigns will be a bit different, though, with these key features. Interesting. Oh, each month, Best with One Games will offer a limited edition small box solo game. Oh, please, pretty please with cherries on top. Put the next one on Kickstarter, Gabe. I would love to see those numbers, to see how it compares GameFound versus Kickstarter. And then, if you really want to jump the shark, why not put one on BackerKit? And then, if you really want to jump the shark, put one on Indiegogo. That's a terrible idea. Do not do that, but man, it'd be fun to see what happens. No stretch goals, no add-ons. This game is a limited edition, will not be available in retail. Manufacture will begin immediately after the campaign ends. So this is nice. This should be in every Solo Gamers collection. Okay. Once again, this is half of a great quote. And half of a great quote is Why? Why should it be in every... Like, what about this game? Is it the dice play? Is it stand-up dice rolls? I know from one quote, it's tense decisions. And I love tense decisions, and now I'm more interested in the game. But you just spewing superfluous fluff that, oh, it should be in every solo game. Like, that doesn't tell me anything. $5 and $6, great price. $29 in and out the door, I'm in. $30 to Canada, $30 to UK, $30 to EU. Wow. Honestly, this makes me hate GameFound Squares even more. I want to pitch an idea to you. What if it just said $29 shipped to the United States, $29 or $30 shipped to Canada, $30 shipped to the UK, $30 shipped to EU? Like, if it just said that, you literally are appealing to 75 to 80% of the people that are probably going to back your campaign at that point. Obviously, you probably don't. You're going to have to really squeeze it in there if you're using their squares. But this is a great shipping. Like, that's a full 3rd point grade bump up. It is clean. It is clear. It is obvious. It is a great price. That is a fantastic shipping area if I have ever seen one, and I've seen a lot. I wholeheartedly recommend the game. If you want a good amount of game packed into a small box, this is the way to go. Okay, it's fine. Good amount of game packed into a small box. I think that appeals to most people. All right, and we're in and out. That was quick. That was quick. Like it. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Yes. We're cruising towards a great grade. Are you shipping to Israel? Let's see. Most popular here from Rolling Solo and very interesting. Oh, wait. Most recent. Is the project's custom friendly? Or are there additional taxes which have to be paid on top of VAT in European countries? Yeah, get on and answer that. That is important. I have the first edition. I have a few questions. The game board from the first edition fit inside the VHS case. I know it won't necessarily. So this one's also from yesterday. So hopefully, yeah. He was answering questions yesterday at 3:49, so hopefully get to these questions here. The bottom line is I'm not too concerned about it. I imagine this is a one-person dog and pony show, or maybe two type of thing, but it still looks like some great customer service here. I'm seeing a lot of those blue rectangles. So bada boom, I love seeing it. Let's check out the update. It just launched on Tuesday, so I'm not expecting too much update-wise. Unboxing, okay. The first game in the solo game series launches today, this coming Tuesday. Okay, here's an easy one for you, Gabe. If you end up seeing this video, steal it. Now, granted, well, you're not on Kickstarter, so it doesn't even matter. I would say normally you want to try and tickle the algorithms by getting people engaged and interacting and commenting on your update. You still do anyway, just because it builds brand loyalty, and it's just a good thing to do. Ask people what should be the next one. What would be another genre that you'd love to see, or where should the next setting be, or the next bad guy, or whatever, anything like that. Just to, reaching out to people, especially considering it looks like you're trying to cultivate an audience here, a solo game a month kind of audience. And is that really a solo game every month? Because that's scary to me. Let's just be real talk here. If you're releasing a solo game every month and you're designing a solo game every month, which I can't imagine is the case, you're gonna have a lot of crappy games. And I know someone's like, you shouldn't say that. Well, yeah, really? If you're designing one game a month, you're telling me there's not gonna be duds there? So I hope that's not the case. I hope it's just that's the name of the company. I don't know. Either way, positive grade all around. Do I want it? Yes. I love solo games. I'm the target market. It's got a great price. It's got great, clean, clear shipping information, unless you're outside the United States of America, in which case you need to know about the VAT, especially considering someone else in the previous comment section on Kickstarter, where they made more money, said, and that's not a shot at Gabe, by the way. That's a shot at GameFound. I like taking little shots at GameFound. I don't know why. I don't know why it gives me such a sense of satisfaction. I take shots at Kickstarter, too. I guess I just like taking shots at both. I take shots at BackerKit, too. I take shots at Indiegogo. I guess I just take shots at everybody. I take shots at myself. Yes. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. It's the second edition. It doesn't look like it's going to be terribly difficult to manufacture or anything like that. You already got $13,000. And then how much is it? Great price. I think we're cruising towards a... Quotes are garbage. But you lead with a straight up 8-minute how to play video, which let me tell you, how to play video as a solo gamer, yeah, that gets me super excited. I think a B plus range. There's a rule booklet, there's gameplays, there's previews, there's, you know what? I think we might hit an A minus, because honestly, I also love the fact they have the pledge level that's specifically to upgrade the first edition to the second edition, which means they're listening to their audience and they're trying to cater to their audience. They're active in the comments. Yeah, let's do it. A minus, A minus, and best part of all, I would love if Gabe sees this video. If you mentioned in the chat, did you reach out to GameFound and ask them potentially about getting on the front page, or ask them about why you weren't on the front page, greasing the wheel, I guess, because they weren't going to put you on the front page otherwise. Very curious about that. But yeah, let's go A minus on this one. Rock solid. $29 in and out the door. I want to play it. Cool theme. Let's go. Let me know in the comments below, what is your final grade? And once again, I do terribly apologize. I had to hold the camera because I got this weird little thing right here that holds up my camera, and it decided not to work as soon as I hit that play button. But as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye. Let's see where to go.